Welcome to the pop-up number 22, dealing with toxic people around you. And what I mean by toxic is that they are people, often well-meaning, often friends, often family, other people like that, that are trying to hold you back. What we have to remember as we go into this is that everybody has the same basic background in writing and reading. A lot of people around you will be readers. A lot of people around you will have gone through English classes in college, or classes for language classes for college, or into in high school and whatever, and will have learned all the myths. All the people around you will have learned all the myths, and these myths get continued on and propagated and all kinds of stuff, and it is their intent, most of these toxic people, to help you. Now, it's not always the case, and I'm going to go through the list of them here, but by and large, it divides into, if you had to divide this into two categories, it's those with well-meaning, helpful intentions, and those that are trying to pull you down. And those two sides are pretty much can define them. Now, I'm going to break them down into all kinds of other, Chris and I here are going to break them down into all kinds of other categories. And then I'm going to deal with each category on how to deal with these people and some of the things, and how to even notice what's going on. You can go for quite a while and not notice that people around you are trying to pull you down. And it's always, on the well-meaning side, it's always done with a smile, and it's always done for your best interest. And man, I'll tell you, that's hard to see and hard to fight. But as you learn more and more about writing and what makes it work for you, these people are going to be farther removed. And in some cases, you need to bring them in if they're really close, like a spouse or someone like that. You need to bring them into the process, not the actual writing, but what's going on. And when you learn something new, you talk it over with your partner. That is a way to mitigate some of this, and I'll talk about that, it just as we get on. But the truth of the matter is, all these people are locked into the myths. And your job as a professional fiction writer, soon-to-be professional fiction writer, or a growing professional fiction writer, is to clear out the myths and clear out all the stuff that stops you, to be a creator of fiction. These people are consumers of fiction, and they think they know what it's like, and they think it's something special, and they think it's magical. Okay, and because they can sit down and read a book from the beginning to the end, and whoa, that was magical. I wonder how the author did that. They must be really special. Oh, but my friend Dean over here is doing. He's not special. He's just Dean. So I better help him, so he doesn't hurt himself. He doesn't get his expectations up. He doesn't, and on and on. And we'll talk about all these things, because it's that nature of that is the hardest to fight. Now, there are other areas, friends and other stuff, that are jealous and other reasons that we'll get into here on this too. But by and large, this divides into these two groups: the jealous haters, and sometimes the jealous haters don't even know that they're jealous and hating, and if you pointed it out to them, they would be appalled at themselves. But the difficult side is the other side, the family and friends and stuff that are got your best intentions at heart by trying to stop you. And we fight critical voice enough. That's the big battle. We do that now as a workshop every month. And because it's such a major battle for all of us to get past all of our demons. And then the previous one is fear of success, which is, one of the biggest feeders of critical voice. And then over here is another feeder of the critical voice, is that people you trust and like and other stuff like that, at least on this one side, are telling you, oh, you can't, oh, you don't, oh, you should do it, no, you shouldn't do it this way, be careful of this. And they have all the fears that come out of all the myths, and they're feeding into your critical voice. So these two pop-ups and the critical voice workshop are all sort of of a part here, and you know, and are here designed to help you get through a lot of this stuff. Okay. So hang on, I'm going to get into types of these people, and we've broken them down into a bunch of different types, because each of us, and in my life and in Chris's life, we've gone through all of these, sadly enough. Seen them all. They've been all in our lives. And you probably, as you get down the road years after year, you will deal with these, every one of these categories that we're going to talk about in one time or one form or another, sadly. But it's part of being a writer. You have to deal with it.